if our friends will like our e-bike, you could contact us as
and I will. Yes, and I will. We will give our fans cheap price.
yes. For this model, do you have any questions?
Do you know this model's distance per charge?
A distance per charge is more than 45 kilometers.
Yes. And our e-bikes is better than other e-bikes.
And guys, I want to show more pictures.
Okay. You also can buy these e-bikes to park in the supermarket.
Yes, and so on.
Yes.
If you have
Any question you can contact with us.
yes, next welcome our next colleague to introduce next model. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Terry from VB China.
This is Alex from VB China.
Today we are going to show you our electric bike, e-bike. Two kinds. Alex, do you know?
Terry, do you know the charger of our e-bikes model 1804?
Yes, I know. Its charge is AC 100 and 240 smart charge.
And how about the charging time?
Its charging time is 4 and 6 hours.
And do you know the motor of the e-bikes?
The motor of the bikes is brushless 350 W. Rear motor PU YUA.
And do you know the battery of the e-bike?
Yes, its battery is 60 36 10 AM XIM CHI.
How about the sensor type?
It's the speed sensor.
What's the display of the e-bike?
The speaker is LED.
Do you know the frame of the e-bike?
Of course, its frame is aluminum alloy.
How about the tires?
20-inch.
How about the rims?
Its rim is alloy.
And how about the chain?
The chain of the the back is KUC.
And what's the chair wheel? Back.
The chain wheel is alloy.
How about the rear rack?
The rear rack is alloy too.
Do you know the saddle of the e-bike?
There is comfortable seating style.
And do you know the climbing capacity of our e-bike?
Of course, it's climbing. Capacity is 12.
And how about the brake?
The brake is FRB, rev, or double RB brake.
How about the front fork?
The front fork is still straighter fork.
How about the pedal?
The pedal is floatable.
And how about the handlebar?
Alloy.
Do you know the max speed of our e-bike?
The bike's max speed is less than 25 kilometers.
And how about the max load?
Max load is 100 kilograms.
And this distance per charge?
The distance per charge is more than 40 kilograms. Okay, this is our one product model 1,801. Next is our two product model 1,803. Okay, Max, do you know how much of it?
It costs US dollars 480.
Okay, that's great. Do you know the charge of the e-bike?
Charger of our e-bike is say 100 to 240 smart charge.
Okay, how about its charging time?
Charging time is 2 to 5 hours.
Okay, how about its throttle?
So the throttle is optional.
Okay, I want to know how about its motor?
Brushless 250 motor.
And battery.
With the battery 36.8 AH.
Okay. How about the sensor type?
The sensor type is speed sensor.
How about its display?
LED.
Okay. I also want to know the frame of it.
The frame of the e-bike is aluminum alloy.
How about its rim?
20-inch alloy.
how about the chain of it?
The chain of it is KMC.
And the chain wheel.
The chain wheel is L.
Okay. Can you tell me the climbing skeptical of it?
The climbing capacity is 12.
Okay. How about the speed? Yes.
The speed gear is manual 6 speed.
Okay. How about the handlebar?
Handlebar is arrow.
10.
It's also arrow.
Okay. Next, I want to know the performance of the electric bike. Can you tell me the net weight of it?
The net weight is 18.5 kilograms.
Okay, how about the carton size?
The carton size is 900 470 and 760.
Okay. Can you tell me the container load of it?
Units and 20 FT, 230 and 30 units, 40 FT.
Okay. How about the max speed of the bike?
The maximum speed of our bike is about 30 kilometers per hour.
And the max load?
The maximum is about 100 kilograms.
How about the distance per charge?
The distance per charge is about 40 kilometers.
Okay, thank you. This is our electric bike, model 1801. This is our another model, 1803. From the picture we can notice the color shape. It looks nice. Okay, that's all our two kind of electric bike. If you want to know more, please email us. everyone, this is Peter from AB China. In this part, I want to talk about the electric bike, which is the model 1612-1. Okay, let's start. It is sold at $429 every unit. So it's affordable, right? But let's start. The first part I want to talk about the standard configuration. And the first information I want to talk about the charger. The charger of 1612-1 is AC 100 volt to 240 volt smart charger, and the motor is brushless 300 real motor, and as electric bike, every users focuses on the charging time. The charging time of this electric bike is from 5 to 8 hours, and so the battery is lithium battery, 48 volt, 11 hours, and maybe you are confused that what's the throttle of this. Yes, it has a throttle, and it can be affordable. So if you drive your cars, it can be afforded in the garage, and it needs less land. The next part I want to talk about mechanical components. The displayer of this electric bike is LED front light, and the tariff of model 1612-1 is 14-inch. And if you are living in the mountainous land, its climbing capacity is 12 degrees. And maybe you are interested in whether this electric bike can be saddled. The answer is yes. Let's talk about the brake of this electric bike. The brake of this electric bike is a flat disc brake or a disc brake, and the materials of brake of this electric bike is alloys, and you know the electric bikes sold at the supermarket have 2 gears to get a higher speed, but this electric bike just have one speed to be safe. Okay, let's talk about the material of the chain. The chain's material of model 1612-1 is KMC, and this electric bike hasn't the rear derailleur, and the material of the chip rear is steel, and the materials of model 1612-1 is alloys. And maybe you are interested in whether this electric bike wears a rack. The answer is yes. And next I want to talk about the speed. The speed of electric bike 1612-1 is affordable. And next part, I want to talk about the saddle of this electric bike. The saddle is GST, and this electric bike has a phone holder's pass, so you can check the map where you riding this electric bike. Okay, in the last, I want to talk about the packaging information. So if you place an order with us about this electric bag, I want to tell more details. The net weight is 25 kg, and the max speed of this electric bag is less than 25 kilometers every hour. And this electric bag will be packed with cotton. The cotton size is 745 by 410 by 610 centimeters. And this electric bag can the max load of this electric bag is 75 kg, and it can be used more than 35 kilometers every charge. So the distance per charge is more than 45 kilometers. Okay, next part will be the model 1708-1. Welcome my colleague Carrie.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Gary from EV China. The next part, I will show you some information about the model for the 1708-1. Okay, let's begin the information about it. And the first is about the price of it. The price of it is USD about 728 units precise. And the charger is DC 100V to 240V fast charge. The charging time is lasted about 5 to 8 hours. And it is about a very long time. And the motor is battery. And the brushless is about 250 watt dual motor. And the motor is lithium battery, about 48 watt and 11A. And next is third is optional, so you can choose it according to your test. And the next model is sensor type. And the brushless, it is the speed sensor. And the next is about medical components. And the model is display. And the brushless is the LCD 5 model adjust speedometer. And the next is frame. The frame is aluminum alloy. And the motor is climbing capacity. And the next degree about it is 12 degrees. And the trials is 20 inch and 3 inch. And the motor is brake. And the next is F1 DSK brake or double R disc brake. And it is about 2 brakes, and you can choose it according to your test. And the next information is rim. The rim is alloy. And the motor is speed clearance. And it is the Shimano 6 speed. And the next train is TMC, and the motor is real parallel, and it is also Shimano 6-speed. And the next information about the train wheel. The train wheel is alloy, and the motor is hand lever, and the ballast motor is alloy. And the next is the rear rack. The rear rack charge is low, and the motor is stem. The ballast is alloy. And also the information about the rear rack is the charge is low, and the motor is steady. And the ballast motor is high. And the next is sandal. The sandal charge is about GST, and the motor is it will be performance, and you can see it more clearly. And if you can, it meet your needs, and you can buy it. And the next part is about taking information about the model 1708-1. The taking variant, it is max speed is less than 30 kilometers, and the net weight is about 25 kilograms, and the max load is about 110 kilograms, and the cushion size. About it, the current size is about 1,730 to 340 and 920. And distance per charge about it is more than 245 kilometers. And the next is about rim. The rim about it is line, and the motor. The motor it is speed gear, and the rear brake. The rear brake charge is no, and the motor it is speed, and the brake loss it is alloy, and the saddle. The saddle is GST, and it is also will be performed to you, and you can see it. And the chairs, it is 20 inch and 2, 3, and motor, the brake, and the ballast, it is about FR disc brake or double disc brake. It is includes 2 brakes, and you can choose it to control your test. And the filter about it is optional, so you can choose it depend on yourself. And the motor it is sensor type, and next brushless it is speed sensor. And medical components, the motor it is a display, but the LCD, but it is information about the LCD 5 mode adjust speed meter. And the frame is annual alloy, and the motor it is climbing capacity. And also the degree is also 12 degrees. And the next part information about the chain wheel. The chain wheel it is alloy, and the motor it is hand lever, and the brushless it is alloy. So the next information about the net weight. The net weight It is 25 kilograms percent, and the master load it is 110 kilograms. It is clearly about it, and this is all information about the model 1708 Danish 1. So if you have any problem or other needs, please talk to us. And welcome the next my colleague to introduce the next part about it.
Hello everyone, this is Call from China.
This is Bruce from China.
Now let's introduce the model 1809 and model 1908. Back. Bruce, do you know the charge? What's the charge of it back?
It's AC 100 volt to 240 volt smart charge.
How big a motor is the bike?
The size of the e-bike is brushless 350 volts.
Do you know how long the charging time?
It ranges from 4 to 6 hours.
And the battery?
Is lithium battery 48 volts, 11 ampere hour.
Okay. Then the throttle, what type of throttle do you know?
Is optional.
Yes. The type of cylinder,
It is a kind of speeder sensor, so you can accurately detect the speed when you use it.
how's the display?
It's LCD 5 mode, adjusts speed meter.
In addition, do you know what's the materials of the frame?
It's made of aluminum alloy.
And the climbing capacity?
It is rather big, about 12 degrees.
And the price?
It's 26 inch 4.0.
And the brake?
Its brake system is excellent, with FR disc brake, RR disc brake.
And our rim is what's the materials of our rim?
Alloy double wall,
And the speed brace?
the famous brand from Japan, Shimano 7 speed.
Yes. Do you know what's the chain of the bike?
KMC.
And the rear? The rear,
Shimano 7 speed.
do you know what's the materials of the chain wheel?
It is mainly made of alloy.
And the handlebar?
The handbar is the same material as the real as the stem.
The real right, does it real right? Yes or no?
No, it doesn't have, it doesn't have real rack.
What's the steel?
It is made of alloy.
Do you know what's the size of the carton of the bag?
One for 440 milliliters, one for 320 milliliters, one for 820 milliliters.
Yes. And what's the max speed?
About 30 kilometers per hour.
And what's the master load?
Up to 140 kilograms. So sometimes you can carry some vegetables or daily commodities.
And do you know how and the distance for charge?
More than 45 kilometers.
How much the e-bike?
It's not very expensive, about 727 USD per unit.
Yes, this is model 1809.
Okay.
Next, let us introduce the model 1908. And first, what's the charger of the bike?
The charger of this kind of model is the same as the last one. It's AC 100 volt to 240 volt. It's not charged.
And what's the motor?
Oh, this is greater than the last one. It's brushless 500 volt.
If you want it has a phone charging, do you know how long the charge time?
3 to 5 hours.
Yes. And what's the battery?
It's lithium battery, 48 volts, 11 ampere hour.
Does the throttle
Yes,
uh,
and it doesn't have sensor type.
the display?
LCD 5 mode adjust speed meter. You can clearly see the speed on the display.
Do you know what's the materials of the 1908 bike?
Aluminum alloy,
And what's the biggest climbing capacity?
up to 12 degrees.
And the price?
The size of the tiles is 26 inch.
As the brand? What's the brand?
The FR disc brake, RR disc brake,
And what's the materials of the rim?
alloy double wall.
And what's the speed race?
The graph of the speed gears is the same as the real derailleur. It's a Shimano 7-speed
And what's the chain?
KMC.
The real and what's the materials of the chain wheel
It's mainly made of alloy.
and the handbar?
Also, the handbar and the stand are all made of alloy.
And does it the real rack? Yes or no?
No, yes, it has real rack.
And what's the materials of the steel?
Alloy,
And the saddle?
KST.
Yes. And do you know how's the maximum speed?
It's about 35 kilometers per hour, so it is not very fast. you can guarantee the safety and security of the driver.
Yes. And what's the net weight?
30 kilograms.
Do you know what's the maximum load?
125 kilograms.
Yes. If you want to buy it, you need a cut size. Do you know what's the size of the cut?
The general cut size is 1,500 millimeters, multiple 360 millimeters, multiple 900 millimeters.
And do you know what's the container load?
70 units or 20 FT, 150 units or 40 FT.
Yes. The distance per charge can. What's the distance of the per charge?
It is rather long. You can drive as long as about 50 kilometers.
Okay, this is the e-bike model 190L. How much is it?
774 USD per unit.
Yes, okay. It's over.
Hello, this is Ethan again. Now I will introduce you more information about this model, which called the 1708-1. This type is a special type feature, and as you see, it have use a lighter design. So its total unit, total net weight is only about 25 kilograms. Maybe you think this weight is much heavier due to there is a lithium battery here, and also we had a brushless motor in it, so that you know this model only in its form is only about 10 kilograms, and added lithium battery with 36 volt by 11 ampere hour, so that this lithium battery is big enough. It's more than 500 watt for you to daily use. And back to this electric bicycle. In these handlebars, as you know, this handlebar is the main important part of this whole electric bicycle. Due to these handlebars is all the connected part of all the systems, like brake systems, power system, motor system, and so on. Most of these systems are connected in these handlebars. So as you see in the handlebars, there are many different parts. The first part, as you see here, is your CD displayer. And we'll show you the information about how much left of the power and what's the model you are using when you turn on this electric bicycle. So as you see, if you turn on the button, which is turned on, or F on yet, back on yet, and after that you will see this your CD player will be light, and then you will see here is the line about the model, which low, mid, and high, so that you will know the information about the power access system or the four electric system models you are using. And as you see, this is for red light are shining here. Let me show you this listening category is before. So it's for the charge after last charge. So it will help you drive more than 75 kilometers away. And as you see on the handlebars, there are any parts. For example, like this double brake systems. As you see here, about the red one and the left one and the right one. The left one controls the both brake systems. When you found there something dangerous in front of you, you need to control the brake system to make sure for the vessel below down, even stop. And this double brake system will stable enough for you. Its brake distance is less than 2 meters. So if you control 2 meters away from in front of you, so it will control the safety of yourself. And as you see, all the brake wires are connected, and it was very important, you know. Future brake system is the main important part when you ride or drive our electric vehicle on the road. We need to make sure when you control the brake system, they will work at once, so that the brake wheels have a safety design, so your seat is much wider than the other brake wires. And they are connected. The future we want our electric vehicle to more simple but stable enough for you to use. So we hand the brake wires or other power wires in the phone. So we will see in this part our electric vehicles will look very simple. Future is a folded up electric vehicle, so you will see there are many different connected parts here. Both of these connected parts will control all the sample of these electric vehicles, which model code 1708-1. Due to we by this connected part, it will control the height of the handlebars and control the space when it folded up. Next, I will show you how it could be folded up, like body when you use it to get off a subway, or you use to carry it in subway station. First step, use this crossbars connected part. In this part, there is an arrow bar here. You should first to make sure it can be divided in like this part. And then you need to put up the handlebars so that it will be fully so that it could be bodied as a body. And after that, you will see these handlebars could be divided into two parts, the import part and the rear part, so that you can fold this whole electric vehicle together and carry it to a subway. Yes, as you see, when you put it down, so that it can be divided into two parts. So connected part with arrow bars here. Since arrow bars we design, that's more important. So we choose a material like stainless steels for one set. Make sure the harness is good enough for it to control all the stable of the electric bicycles. And after that, you can fold in this electric bicycles together. After that, just use your right hand to carry the bar here. After that, you could to move the bone part and get together with the real part together. So as you see here. And we also design a bar here, as you see in the ground, so that it will help you when you feel tired or get on a subway. You can have a rest. Just put the electric bicycle on the ground, as you see like this way. And it's very easy to carry and to move. Just use hand on this bar and just use this way so you can push. So maybe you can stand in front of this part so that you can carry it like this way to a subway station. As I told you, the network is only about 25 kilograms, so it is very easy to control and to carry. And we want our electric bicycle can be easily taken on the parts. So this part is also can be folded up. And you know the handlebar is the main important part of this whole electric bicycle. So this part is also connected and also can be folded as a body. And the space is too will low get down from about 0.8 meters to about 0.5. So, and it is easy to put in your cars or other place. And we design this electric bicycle means that to help you finish a problem with about point to point, like subway to your office, company, or the foundries you want. So we want to help you to overcome problems. Maybe when you get out the subway station, there are about 3 or 5 kilometers away from your office. So we want our electric bicycle will help you finish these problems. You can, like this way, put these electric bicycles in the subway station. And when you get out the subway station, and it's easy to make together. It's also need to use your hand, but instead of your right hand, use your left hand to carry the crossbars. After that, you need to control the crossbars like this way. And so that you will see it will be take over like this, like original. With you as the last step, we need to make this crossbar together. So as you see, the first step, we need to make sure the forward part and the rear part get together. So we need to also use our crossbars, like your left hand to carry it, and use your right hand to make sure the two parts will connect together. After that, it's the main important part like here. You need to make sure this whole part will get together, so that you need to push this part here. After that, to control the rear part. After that, you will see they will be connected together closely. After that, you can easily to fold them up, and they will be used like a body, like a traditional bicycle here. And after that, you need to push these crossbars together and to make sure the connected part is stable enough. After that, you can put these crossbars together so that it will be the whole electric bicycle like this. And as you see this type and the pedal here, due to this size is about 14 inch with 3-inch wire. So winning tables will give you a more stable and more comfortable experience when you ride or drive it. And back to the growth bars, as you see, without the LCD player, without the double brake systems, there are only speed grills left. As we know, speed grills is the main important part in the electric bicycle, even on a traditional bicycle. Due to only by switch the speed grid, use the speed grill so that it will change different speed as you want. So if you want to drive or run more faster, you just need to push these buttons so that it will switch the speed grade from the 7th grade to the 6th grade. The number will be once more, it will be more fast you will ride or drive. After that, if you found you are run too fast or you want to keep the speed low down, don't worry, there is a reform reset button here. Just put it for one time. After that, it will switch the speed grill to make sure that speed change will change to the sixth speed grade level to the seventh grade is also called its original speed levels. So you can easily ride our electric bicycle to your office or someplace as you want. And our electric bicycle is not only a transportation when in your daily life, it's also a lifestyle of environmental friendly to the earth. As you know, the electric bicycle is more environmental friendly than cars or bus on the world. And as you see, our handlebars is also have different design to meet different use environmentals when you are driving on the road. Maybe you were thinking only in this one part is not very safety due to there is not only a light here. Maybe in the evening there will give you some troubles. Don't worry. All of our electric bicycles is adjustable, so you can add it a light here, and you can put added a light control system in this LCD players, so that it also can help you control the real light or the front light or the real light. It will help you shine the surface when you ride or drive our electric bicycles on the road. And as I told you before, the main difference from the electric bicycle and the traditional ones, due we added the brushless motors and resilience batteries here. As you see, it's a big resilience batteries, as I told you before. It's more than 500 watts. So we think after the test, it's big enough can help you to finish a weekly work. For example, you can ride our electric bicycle for 5 days, when you can drive or ride to your office and come back. Due to it can drive more than 75 kilometers when the lithium battery run out. And maybe you are interested how long would our lithium batteries can work for. After we test, for example, if you charge our electric bicycle for once a week, our lithium battery can be charged for more than 2,000 times. So it means that a month only have 5 weeks. So maybe you just charge 5 times a month. And the lithium batteries is can work for more than 5 years, but with time out, the lithium batteries will get something elderly, for example, the power line. So it's not safety for you to use our electric bicycle more than 5 years. But we also will give you a better way to change the old resistance batteries to a new one. Just to find our local in your cities, our local distributors, so that it will give you a new resistance batteries. We are looking for distributors, so if you are interested in our electric bicycles, please contact us. And at the same time, please follow our show. You are always welcome. And back to these electric bicycles. In this front part, there is also a shock system here. And with the saddles, the shock system, you think it will give you more comfortable, and it will help you get more interested from cycling or driving when you ride our electric bicycle on the road. And this electric bicycle only costs you about 40 or about $445 unit, just for the EXW price. And after the test, if you buy this type for about 20 feet containers, then it could take over 70 units in 20 feet containers. So that the secret will be low down to choose a bigger container to make an order. And then in the real part, as I told you, this is pedal and the chain wheel. And both these parts have different design. It is also can adjustable. So if you want to choose a bigger saddle or big chain wheel, just scenario requires it is possible. And if you want to choose different color of our electric bicycles, don't worry, you can also send us your inquiries about the color. Maybe you think this color in the electric bicycle is not good for you. You want to choose a brightly colors, yeah, don't worry, you can also do that. And as another part, like the real part, under the saddle is these batteries, and the brushless motors is hidden in the real part. The real part, so it is very hard to see it, but it's just in that. So when you switch the model to the full power for electric models, so that the resistance batteries will give power to the brushless motors, so that it will work, so that you can drive your electric bicycle at the maximum speed at 25 kilometers per hour. And in different countries, it have different transport laws about electric bicycles maximum speed. So after we design, we should make sure the maximum speed 25 kilometers per hour we are under all the countries' transport laws. So the maximum speed are designed at 25 kilometers per hour. And as you see in this part, this speed gear chain wheels. As you see, there are only 6 different size chain wheel here. Tube is also made from the world famous brand called Channel, and 7 speed grade for you. And it controls on the handlebars. yes, it's the speed grill part, that's the handle part. You can change the channel as fast as you want. So it will be a more helpful for you in your daily life. And we think this electric bicycle will give you a different experience of using electric bicycles. And maybe you have many problems about our electric bicycles. Don't worry. Uh, let's look at the screens. So if you have many questions like this questions on the screen, maybe you are interested in how much does car weight. And for the electric bicycle, we can choose belongs to the high-end customer size in Europe and American. And after 15 years of continuous improvement, our engineers have now achieved about 12 to 15 kilograms, and the advantage, the average lady can pick it up with one hand without a problem. And maybe you are interested in what's the foam made of. Our foam material is very light and very strong, aluminum and low about the 60, 61 celsius. Without, we are not rust. So this foam, the foam will work more longer than you think. And then if you are interested in what's the batteries and how many years will it last. And the battery, yes, this means I own batteries with 1,200 cycles at least. To explain future, the cycles represent the normal working life of batteries. Each charge in a cycle. Music that you can charge once a day is work life is about 1,200 days. And at the end, it's work life. The battery is still about 65% capacity of growth. You can still see it, but it is recommended to replace it. Because at this time, the power of the battery will show the very power, which will bring moments to work in the life. And what if the battery run out? Where can I get one? Please connect us to buy help us when the battery is used up. And the cost of purchase is very cheaper. And we will give preferred treatment to the old customers. And how long does it take to charge? How many kilometers on a single charge? It can be fully charged in 4 to 6 hours, and it can run about 45 kilometers with pure 4 hours and about 18 kilometers with pure and no power. And what's the maximum speed? Different countries have different requirements by default. Our country maximum speed is about 25 kilometers per hour, which is the European standard. And then if there is a special requirement, please let us know where you place and order. And then generally, the factory setting are changed. The minimum order quantity is about 50 cents, and can yet be put into the trunk, into the elevator, or into the subway. After boarding, it can be put in the trunk and the elevator, and whether or not to take the subway depends on the local traffic management requirements and design. And for example, in Wuxi, China, where I live, we allow bicycles to get on the subway. And this is all the information about our today's live show. Thank you for your watching. And nice to see you next week. Have a nice day. Have a nice weekend. Bye.